Hi you guys, Nikki Brian here with I Am Locs, and today is another hair video. We're going to learn how to twist locks. So what we're going to do is start with a CMOS treatment. Now I do love this CMOS treatment because the results that you get are phenomenal and instant in the scalp. So we're talking about people who experience dry scalp or flaking on the scalp and extra fungus. So what I try to do is massage the hair in, make sure that everything is really going through. So in this hot oil treatment, I just basically warmed up distilled water. Now, one thing that I want to tell you about distilled water is that it opens up the cuticles in your hair. So when you put oil in the distilled water, especially if it's warm, because heat expands, it's going to suck that oil right up into your hair shaft. Now the issue is you really need to pick an oil that works best for you. The ones that I love that are near and dear to my heart, olive oil. It's the easiest thing to find, and then next, of course, there's black seed oil. So this process is called a pre-wash, and basically I let everybody sit down and I want to massage every part of their scalp just to make sure that I have enough stimulation that's also going to contribute to the end effect. That's going to give you that shiny, you'll see when it gets done. And so here I'm just basically gonna retwist her hair. This is the retwist part, and I did want to show you how to do it, and in the next appointment, because there's two in this video, I did actually go in detail, step by step, to try to help you guys twist your hair, get the best results from your retwist, the neatest, best looking results that you could get. I am using the comb, and I'm trying to use minimal amounts of hair product. I don't like hair product, but I do require my retwist to be straight, and so I spend a lot of time smoothing the area around the lock just to make sure that I'm not putting any hair from any other area into that particular lock. This barber comb, like, once I learned to use the barber comb, I was already interested in having a really neat retwist, but once I learned how to use the barber comb, it really took me to the next level as far as neatness, cleanness in the retwist. And yeah, I've been able to achieve awesome results, and it does stand out. When people see my clients, they always ask about it. This is when her retwist is done and we start the Locstyle. And she wanted a ponytail up in a bun, but she had medium length locks. So the picture that she showed me had some barrel twists, and this is what I just like to call the coil method. I don't advise people to do it because there is a chance that you could over twist, but I just twist just enough for it to go into the coil and stay in the coil, and I end up with a really full bun look, and there's also some texture in the locks after that, of course, because you did it while it was damp. But look at that. Look at her skin. Shiny, healthy. You can always tell that it's been irritated if it's red. Now we're going on to retwist number 2. This is what I was telling you about, you guys. Charity. First of all, the first client was Shantae, and the next one was Charity, and they both drove across 2 states to come and get their appointment. And I understand, because it's hard to find somebody that you really trust to take care of your hair, but I mean, I put in my work, so and I get consistent results every time, and that's what I try to help other people to become independent, to be able to get the same type of results when they take care of their own hair. So right now, well, the thing about Charity is she likes 2-strand twists, and whatever style she gets, it's going to have 2-strand twists in it. I don't blame her. She waits a few months in between getting a retwist. But so, how to retwist? Here we are. Everything is in slow-mo here, and step 1 is to comb and smooth. And so, step 2, I grip with my left hand and turn clockwise with my right hand. And then I can go into the coil, but I have to keep the tension. Smooth out that area again. I told you that I really like smoothing. It makes the difference. And then I coil it into an anchor. The reason why I'm doing that, because she likes 2-strand twists. So again, slowly comb and smooth. And so if you see that I'm putting my finger on the part to ensure that no other hair from no other lock gets into the lock that I'm working on. Step 2 is that grip and that turn clockwise. You always want to go towards your right ear. The third step is, you're switching hands. It happens really fast, but it's about keeping the right tension. Then you're going to make sure that you smooth over again. And this time, you're going to grab the first one that you anchored into a coil and start the retwist. Now we're back to regular speed, normal speed. And I find that this helps people to learn also. If you are at regular speed and you're able to see, okay, this is what I'm doing. So we basically go through the rest of this retwist doing the 2-strand twist, and we're just gonna take a closer look. And steps 2 through 5 do come fast, and you'll see them all kind of gliding together. And once you're comfortable with doing the retwist, they will kind of all glide together. So you want to make sure that you understand the steps so that you're not missing any step. It makes the difference. And those 2-strand twists that I'm doing, of course, it's like Senegalese twist. It makes the rope, so you want to twist outward and then cross them over. So twist outward, cross them over. There is not a special order. I do go from right to left when I'm at the nape of the hair, but once I get up top, it's for me about keeping everything neat, separate, clean, because that's gonna give me the best aesthetic when I'm done. This is my favorite part because it's all the small things that you do that makes the difference in the end. that's what makes people stop and say, now don't get me wrong, everyone loves locks. If they see locks, most of the time they're gonna be like, how long you been growing your locks? So it's already a thing. But when you get that Locstyle done and it's crisp and neat, it stands out in a sea of people, you know, in different regimens and different dreadlock regimens that they, you know, how they take care of their hair. It's really easy to see when someone has made an effort to keep everything neat and clean. And I'm sure that that's what my clients come to me for. To have someone else do your locks is a little bit easier, and I will do a video about doing your own locks, but I just wanted to actually showcase the results that I got. One, because I was super excited that they drove so far to see me, and two, because I mean, it's 2 appointments, I get 2 hairstyles, you know, I got content, and I get to see this CMOS at work. When I tell you that CMOS for your locks is a thing, oh my goodness. I will make a face mask because it, oh my gosh, CMOS puts collagen in your skin. It actually has so many vitamins. There's K, C, B, A, E. All of those things that people need. Did I say K? All of those things that people are looking for when they want to preserve their youth. So when you put it on your skin, it's actually putting more collagen into your skin. That fills in lines and makes your skin supple. Imagine putting that on your scalp. It's also anti-inflammatory and antifungal. And those flakes that I talked about earlier, well, they're different bacteria sometimes that grow on your scalp and allowing your scalp to get dry, which is very common with locks because people don't touch their locks all the time. A lot of people get locks and they feel like, I got locks, so now I don't have to do my hair. I've heard that plenty of times. There's still a balance that you need to keep, whether you maintenance your locks, when you have to clean your scalp, if you're smelling a mildew smell. There are so many different things that you still need to do, especially if you're not monitoring your diet, if you're not getting the rest that you're supposed to, or if you're taking any kind of pharmaceutical medicine, then you really have to pay attention, because a lot of times these things are the results from those things can give you the thinning, the breakage, and the dry scalp that everyone complains about. The number one thing I always tell people is drink more water. If you're not drinking enough water, you're gonna see things like being tired, fatigued, sluggish, and you're gonna see a dry scalp. You're gonna see dry or dull locks. A person that drinks enough water or a lot of water, when you look at their hair, there's a certain shine and sheen that you can see, like a glow on it. And so I can always tell when a person is drinking enough water for their body. And you know, it's rare. Those are normally the people that are like, yeah, I drink water all day, I don't drink anything else. If you're drinking things that are dehydrating you, then the water that you do drink has to not only hydrate you in the midst of maybe you're not getting enough, but it also has to compensate for things that you do to dehydrate, like caffeine that dehydrates you, alcohol. And like I said, some meds that people take will dehydrate the body. And so that means additional water on top of the water that you already need. If you're not getting that much, then this is the reason why you're experiencing a dry scalp or a dull lock. you can't even, I can't even make a suggestion to you beyond, you know, what you do after you're drinking enough water until you drink enough water, because a lot of times you'll correct a lot of different issues that you experience in your hair and your skin. It's all still connected in the same system. And so right now what I'm doing here is finishing her 2-strand twist. And then we're doing that Locstyle. She told me to be creative. I will say that it's harder to style locks that are in Ropetwist, but that it lasts so much longer, because that's the 3-in-1 style that everyone talks about, where you get your retwist, you get your rope twist, and then from your rope twist you get a style. So when you have your style, you wear your style for a couple of weeks. My styles normally last 3 to 4 weeks. And it just depends, honestly, because I've had clients keep my same style in for 2 months. So that was just her little creative tip that I add on to, you know, my styles, just to make them unique to the work that I do. But it's absolutely my favorite, especially working with this length. Because you get to see so much of the length. I want you to pay close attention to her scalp, because again, this iris sea moss has shown out. Now, when I did the hot oil treatment, I was dipping the ends of the hot oil treatment, of the locks into the hot oil treatment, but that was just to suck the oil up into the hair shaft. But this sea moss, I actually massaged it onto the scalp. But look at these two. Thank you so much for watching. Next time, I'm actually doing a lock repair video, so I'm working on editing that right now. I'll have that out to you guys in a couple of days. Have a good one. Till next time.